How are we doing out there? First things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black LLC. We're definitely going to bring this topic back up because, again, we are going to be working over on I got to work on both sites today, but I also have two short videos to do, which I have to do them first before we start on that. Doing updates on our site, getting ready for 2025. As I told you before, we are going to be pushing. I got brochures that I'm going to be designing on the topic of batch number verifications and how I expressed multiple times why this is extremely important because I got Bluetooth connected so we don't have too many disconnection issues. So anyway, I'm going to be bringing this up on this topic on Facebook and some other forum sites. We have it on the blacklist, and the people who got caught doing this, of course, they want to make it look like everyone's attacking them and they're innocent, they haven't done anything wrong, and they want to lash out at other people because they got caught. Most people don't own up to their responsibilities. They basically blame other people for their actions. So what we have here is a lie. Majority of everything we have on this site is a lie. I told you, we've been through it, we've read through it, we've done research on it, we've searched for this gain range. It's non-existing. I've actually contacted the owner multiple times, asked, hey, look, can you post a couple of videos? Can you show something this is true? You have PayPal shopping carts sitting here, and that's if anyone places an order to this site, he automatically has serious charges going against him. He's already in trouble as it is. We are going down. We have already went down and filed against this website because this accusation that he's making at the end of the day is non-existing. It's not even real. Can't do this. It's a very serious. Well, we have to back it up. It's very serious accusations that he has against him, and we have proven it. If you go to his website, you clearly see. Let's see, removed it. He had plenty of time. We've been asking him. We can show videos dating back from 2023, requesting him to remove it off the site because it's if you can't back it up, it's a lie. And let's see if it's still there. As you can see, the black and that he claimed he could make still sold out. Told you, one of the things we learned about Danny is that when he can't back something out, he'll put a sold out on it, and it'll be sold out forever. I've been through this. I've seen stuff sold out for 6 months. We got it all video. We got everything documented, recorded on him, on things we found. This is why he ended up on the blacklist. I know you can end up on the blacklist is we literally have to catch you doing something, and it has to be not something that we basically have made up, because that'll get us a lot of trouble. Get you sued. We have to show hardcore evidence that this person has committed this crime. And that's what the blacklist is. We have people we caught them deleting videos, trying to remove stuff, trying to fake like the websites disappeared, but they actually didn't. We went through this for the 503 error code that popped up on the site. Actually, all that's recorded and documented to the blacklist. So from there, if we're basically following charges or dealing with agencies to deal with these particular companies, we can redirect them to the blacklist, and they can go to get all the information they need or anything they need from us. All right, so clicking over here on this shopping cart here, scrolling down, as you can see, range gain is still there. As I told you before, this is not real. That is actually fake. Because number one, the gain is not existing. There is no gain on the face of the planet that's literally a 0.85. That's impossible. That's literally impossible. Matter of fact, that's not even viewable. That's extremely uncomfortable. That is hotspot city from day one. That is way too high. So no, that's not happening. And as you can see right here, clearly where it says approximate gain range 0.85 to 0.8 to 0.85, can vary slightly based upon application technique. Let's click here and see if you put a video in. Now, like I said, they like to blame others. That's what they like to do. So chances are he's probably going to be on YouTube ranting or the other ones that support him. Keep in mind, for those who did support this company, those who went in and basically did video demonstrations for this business, and you supported this nonsense, you'll also be pulled into this nightmare. When we get done filing the rest of the report on him, you also will be part of this because you'll be brought in. You're considered what they call accessories. That's what you are. So we can show in YouTube videos posted to them that we've clearly showed that Daniel McAfee and Jamie Fernando Gonzalez actually participated in the spreading of the scam of this product by saying that we've done video demonstrations and the product works correctly. So you'll be brought in for questioning. This is why you don't get involved in nonsense like this. And knowing if you said in the day that, oh, we don't know each other, we have you in Crowcast and multiple recordings clearly talking about each other's families, knowing that you are very familiar with each other. All right, let's see right here. Now, I know they'll take it as in a way where, oh, he's saying this because he's mad and upset and bitter. And blah, blah. No, there's no one mad and upset and bitter at all, period. This has to be done. See, that's what I'm talking about. People can't take responsibilities. They'll go out and rip off people, rob people, and then when someone busts them to get caught, that person has to be triggered or upset. That's a Karen. You've just described a Karen in perfect format. You did something, and you have to pay for it. That's how it works. You can't be going around ripping people off, and if people discover you and find that you're doing this stuff, then you can't go and go, oh, they're just angry and bitter with me. No, the evidence is right there. There have been dozens and dozens and dozens of people, hundreds of people that have been on his site looking over everything that we just said. Anytime I speak from my mouth and I say something and you guys go out there and say it's a lie, guess what happens? The consumer, everybody, anybody on YouTube is going to go straight to that website to see whatever I'm saying is lying. I'm lying. And they're going to see it there. And then what they're going to do is they're going to go to your YouTube channel and they're going to dig through your YouTube channel to see if this theory is real. And they're going to find nothing. They're going to find the same thing we found, nothing. And then you got that message board over there. So they're going to go and they're going to contact your message board and they're going to send you an email. What do you think? People are stupid? You think they're just going to go, oh, I believe what you say and we're just going to leave it at that? No, they're going to investigate. That's what they're going to do. And when they go to your message board and they send you out a message, you're going to get the same thing we got back. Nothing at all. Which means that everything I said was true. That's why I said you dig your own holes at the end of the day. When you go out and make false accusations and say, hey, this is not real, he's lying, you think people are just going to leave it at that? No, they're going to go into your site. They're going to look all through your site and figure out if what I'm saying is a lie and find out it's true. And do their own investigation to find out everything we said was true. So all you did was just basically further the information that we've been putting out that your product is not real. So calling yourself a philosopher, going on camera, talking about all this nonsense, you've just been talking nonsense. That's what you've been doing. And that's what I explained on camera. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just talking nonsense. So anything down here, right? Any videos? No, there's no videos on this. There was a video down here. It showed him painting the screen in. And even in that video, you can see the screen changing colors. He got rid of it, but we have a copy of it. So we copy this video because we know these are videos that will go missing. So there's nothing in here. They've read through all of this. There's nothing there about range gain. It does not exist. You ever hear him explain range gain on camera? No, ever. He's done this quite a few times. We can show the courts, and he's done this before with the goopity goo. He went in and claimed that if you paint the screen, the fifth time it gets slightly brighter. This shows that you've been continuing this lie. And it shows that even when your Goopity Goo product was out, you had open shopping carts on specifications that weren't true. Came back in and made this stuff, the premium paints. Same thing. Repeated the same process. Ugh. This is absolute nightmare for I'm glad no one bought this stuff. We checked to the customers, anyone who has this, nobody has it. So people were smart enough to go in and catch this nonsense. But this is fake. Other things he has on the cart where he's claiming that you can use a paint roller for roll-on screen. No, that's not possible. And if the judge were to ask me, what is your expertise in rear projection? You really want him to ask me that question? Because, again, we go back quite a bit in rear projection technology. We would know what we're talking about. So, versus your knowledge in rear projection. Yeah. That won't go well for you. Let me see. And that's, again, rear projection, very expensive surface. You wreck this surface, you don't get it right the first time, it's damaged. So you can't go like paint. No, how are you going to do that? It's a rear projection. You have to see right through the other end. So whatever imperfection shows up on one side shows up on the other side. So there's no way to get around it. You have to get it right the first time. You mess it up, you'll mess it up. So yeah, telling you to roll it on, you'll damage someone's large piece of plexiglass, fiberglass, or even glass. And that is very expensive surface. All right, let me see. Go back to this right here. He has it on this shopping cart. He has it on this shopping cart. As you can see, the black paint, he has it sold out, of course. I told you, you can't make black paint. We're watching the demonstration. Again, how do you make a screen that's black comes out gray? That's so backwards, it's not even funny. And then the other one comes in and tries to clean it up by saying, and mind you, the reason why we brought McAfee into this, McAfee made reach to contact somebody in my family, which is my mother's place, which he shouldn't have did. I told you at the end of the day, disappear. We were going to keep our word. Now we're following through. I did contact the bar, let them know. I got some other information I'll be sending out to them, and I have a meeting with the FBI to begin the process. Your criminal charges and everything else will be popping up. And since that bar, all their information is going to be involved in those court files, they're going to be notified. Either way, they're going to find out about it, and they are going to track your whereabouts. So good luck with all that. And you can sit there and say, well, hey, nothing's being done out of revenge, people. You've done these acts. We never just forget about it and go, oh, well, hey, we'll just forget about it. That's basic. No, you committed a crime. You have to go before a judge for all this. And come on, don't go Karen on me now. So I gave you an opportunity. You didn't take it. So now you have to suffer the consequences behind it. I warned you. They don't listen. They're the worst enemy. This sun killer stuff he claimed to have, again, told you, if this is a person, now mind you, involving ad tech technology, or we have screens that absorb all this light, if you're going to claim you have this, or you can make this, you can't even explain what your own gain is at the end of the day. You don't even know you don't even know the proper level of actual gain itself. Because I said, you're reading what you have up there is fake. And we've had people from forum sites go in and look at his gain and come back laughing like, what the heck is that all about? And I'm like, you explain it to me. I can't explain it to you because it doesn't exist. He can't even explain it. Claiming to have FLE technology, again, lied again. He put $110 on this, try to charge people for something he doesn't even know how to make. That's like the other one thing. He has ad tech. He doesn't even know what ad tech is. Ad tech's a window advertising technology. If you had ad tech, that means your product would have projector mapping applications. You would be able to absorb direct sunlight. You'd have a lot of interesting things attached to your screen. You don't have that. So you're going to have to prove you have ad tech because you're being taken to court on that. It's not the fact that you said you have ad tech, it's the fact that you're saying you can do the same thing as ad tech, which means now you're going to be challenged in court, Mr. Fernando, on that topic. I told you that we are going to pick through everything. Anything you said on camera, you'll be taken to court for. You'll have to back it up. Anything you said against my company, you can be dragged into court maybe 30, 40, 50 times on just about anything you just said on camera. And if you try to delete anything, which you can't, I've had people document your videos just to make sure nothing goes missing by the time we report. All right, let's see what we have here. This is, we know it's not real. And he doesn't have any specifications on it. He doesn't know what he's doing. This one has launch dates on it, has nothing on it. This is a shopping cart's active. This is active. That's active. That's active. Both of them have range gain on it, non-existing. Let's see. Let's go directly to the website. See if we can find anything involving, first before we do that, I want to pick up the gain he claims he has here. This one has, which I find interesting. This is supposed to be a charcoal black. He has with a 0.8 to 0.85. This is the one that was pointed out the most, which is actually a mid-gray. The mid-gray literally has a gain higher than gunmetal. I had daylight, there are parallax underneath my desk, and it has a 0.8 gain sitting on it, and literally the product he has here has a higher gain than a certified gunmetal. which means he made all this up. It's all made up. Let me see. We have, which one is this one? This is it right here. This is mid-gray. There we go. So mid-gray here. Mid-gray. Mid-gray. Mid-gray is basically the same color as this gray. That's what it is. You have light gray and mid-gray. So mid-gray would be the same color as this light gray. That's what it is. So if you notice at the gain at the bottom, the mid-gray literally has a 0.85 to 0.9. That's literally higher than a gunmetal certified screen under the dark. Actually, it's actually the same rate as the Dark Star 9. The Dark Star 9 is 0.9. Oh, that's just fantastic. This is why we got to organize the desk a little more. How does that fall over there? We don't need this. We got to get rid of that. We're not using that anymore. You notice there's some cleaned up my desk because my desk was absolutely out of control. I'd come in and clean it up. Get it back to normal. I got videos and I got stuff to do. I got updates to do on the website today. It's a very busy schedule. Gentlemen, I don't want you to think for a hot second because of the loss I had in my family that I'm going to let you go. I'm not going to let you go. I'm not. I'm going to pursue you. That's what I'm going to do. Got plenty of lawyers in this building to give you enough information on how to get things done. And that's a blessing, too, the fact that we have that many in here. Because, again, usually if I wanted to call an attorney or hardware, I have to pay a lot of money. I don't have to do it here. I don't. People here are extremely nice. And they give me a lot of pointers and information, places where to go to get things tidied up, cut through all the red tape extremely fast. So I do plan, like I said, 2025, we got plenty of time to prosecute you. I did check statute of limitations on charges that I have against you. Some of them exist even to well into 3 years that we can come after you. So we're going to continue this. Now, as I said before, I wanted to touch base back on this because I did contact you multiple times requesting for this product, if it's real or not, and I've gotten nothing back from you at all, period. I don't want you to think we're going to forget about this because we're not. This is known everywhere that this range gain is non-existent. Your website is a fraud. So this is Daylight. That's their gain on this screen. This is a sample sheet I got from their company. Their gain has a 0.8. See where the point's at right there? There's no, this is not a real gain. That's not a real gain. There's no 0.9. It's just 9. That's it. You go to Projector Central, it's just 9. It's just 8. It's just 7. It's just 6. There's no point there. The point falls in where you have 8.5, 5.8. So a 0.85 would be an extremely super high gain. It's non-existing anywhere. You couldn't even run 2,000 lumens. That's way too high to hit a screen that's 0.85. You would have to be somewhere roughly like 10 lumens could generate extremely high off this. So having something at a 2,000 lumen mark, that's insane. You couldn't even enjoy that. That'd be virtually impossible. It'd be so much light hitting you in the face. It'd be virtually impossible. Your retinas couldn't even withstand that. So that's not even real. So this is certified right here. This is a surface. That's a certified gun. And this is a sample sheet I got from Daylight. And you'll see what it says right here. It is a 0.8 screen. So how in the world do you have a mid-gray screen that's not even gunmetal, and you have a gain literally that high? Everybody knows the darker the screen, the higher the gain. If you don't know that, where have you been? This right here, this is a dark gray screen. Your screen would be lighter than this. And this screen right here has a 1.1 contrast sitting on it. So how in the world do you have a gain that high? That's what people were coming back in. They were looking at, they're going through his site, and the guy was like, you see that gray stuff he has in there? There's no way in the world you would have a gain that high on that thing. No way in the world. No way in the world. Now, if you look at the gains here, see what it says? 0.6. There is no such thing as a 0.85. Even if you were to correct that and put the point where 8.5, still not happening. Now on the screen of that complexion is not. So that's a lie. It's not real. I know gains. I've had tons of certified screens. I know all their gains. I've studied their products. You can't sit there and say that your product is worth a $7,000 screen if you haven't tested on a $7,000 screen. This is why we don't find you in the forum sites. You find neither one of them in the forum sites. They are the perfect example why batch numbers must exist. One came on air and his product matched the house paint right there on camera. Watched him pull out the receipts right on camera. He's going to court for that. His company's going to court for that. Already red-handed on camera showing receipts, a container of paint, and matching this product. We also have proof of the video going missing in a live stream, and then we have even more proof that he bought the video back, changed the title of the video, and continued to rip off his customers. So we have all that on evidence for court. That's why they're angry, because they want those videos to go missing. They don't want them. They don't want to see what they just did. But it's there. It's right there. The one with the red hoodie, I would say, would be the most substantial evidence of showing large amounts of consumer fraud. And then they're going to ask him, once you have discovered this product matching, because in order for him to beat that case, he's going to have to prove to the judge, he's going to have to paint that screen up literally in a courtroom. He's going to have to show that this product doesn't match. It's going to have to show this yellowish tone as he claims it has. He can't do that. He knows he can't do that. So then the next stage, you're going to ask him, now knowing that the product did match house paint, soon after finding this out, how soon did you remove this off your website when you discovered this? And we can show the judge that he didn't remove it at all, period. He just kept on selling it. And this is what's going to get him in the jail time. This consumer fraud is punishable, I think, up to 10, 20, or 30 years, depending on how long you've been doing, how bad it is. So these are things that are going to come up in court. Let's see. Let's go over here. Also claims this is a, where's it at? Spray on application, required front and rear. There's going to be questions on this too. Is it a front and rear? I've never seen any front and rear. I've seen front but no rear demonstrations on this product. So no. So that's another problem in the day. Everything he has on here can literally get him sued. Everything on here is a lawsuit. Not just for me. Anybody can hit him with a lawsuit. Anybody. Anybody goes and paints this stuff down, it doesn't do exactly what it does, he's going to be sued. This is a massive PayPal complaint. Has not described complaint. And keep in mind, another thing you want to look at, too, for a screen that has a gain that's a 0.85 to a 0.9, look at the pictures. The pictures are all in a dark environment. If you have a gain literally that high on a screen, there is no way in the world you'd be outside. There's no way in the world you'd be inside. You'd be outside. Look at all the demonstrations. They're in the dark. So they're close up. Look at the bottom of the base. You can clearly see he's actually in a dark environment when he's doing the demonstration. Another one right here. In a dark environment with a 0.85 gain sitting on top of a screen. He's in a dark environment. Look at that. When they try to show up contrast levels, I told you they'll darken the environment to try to improve their black levels. But look at that. You wouldn't even need to be in that environment with a 0.85 gain. Another demonstration, again, up close, not even showing the surrounding area, sitting in the dark. You can clearly see because you have a rug right here. This is where your screen drops up right there, because that's where the base of your screen is, where the frame is at. And right here would be the rug. And showing that the rug is literally that dark. And usually it's that light over here. See, that's how we can tell that you're sitting in a dark environment. This one we can see is ambient controlled. This is also to a dark environment. Look at the rug. This is why I tell people at the end of the day, when you take pictures up close, really, really close to the camera, that tells us at the end of the day you're hiding something. Who's taking a picture that close? People, when they see pictures, they need to see the entire surrounding environment. You need to see exactly how the screens are reacting in the environment. If there's any corner deterioration or things that the corners can go, the edges around the screen can basically go tan, they can wash out, a number of things. and they'll try to keep it centered in the middle. So basically, you can't see whatever's going on around the environment or how dark the environment may be. So for a screen that's supposed to have a gain that high, these demonstrations are done in the dark. You wouldn't even require to be in an environment that dark if you had a gain that high. So that tells us right there, yeah, bright contrast enhancement. What are you talking about, bright contrast? That doesn't make any sense. Another lie right there. Bright contrast. Contrast would not be bright. Contrast would be dark. Why would contrast be bright? White levels would be bright. Colors would be bright. Who says contrast would be bright? It said contrast would be dark. That's what you want. You don't want bright contrast. You want dark contrast. Again, you don't know what you're talking about. More lies. Bright contrast enhancement screen. That makes no sense at all. I've never heard anybody describe contrast as bright black. Dark black. That's what they would say. Deep black. That's what they would say. OLED black. That's what OLED stands for, the dark screen. But bright black? What the heck is a bright black screen? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, we just keep on lying as we go along. I told you this website's a hot mess. Bright black. I've never heard the word bright black. Bright black. Bright black. Bright black is somebody else's stuff. It's literally me. He's just ripping up other people's stuff. Literally, it's called bright black. And it's a candle. It's literally somebody else's stuff. So what would you be? What are you talking about in bright black? It's weird. You look up this stuff. It stands for other stuff. Like literally, you pick up bright black. It doesn't show anything about its product. We can put in advanced ambient rejection technology. We're the only ones who have that stuff. See? I'm the only one who has it because that's my signature. See right there? Advanced ambient light rejection, right? Guess what pops up? Crystal Edge. That's what comes up. Because we own that name. We own that. We have so many demonstrations on advanced ambient light rejection technology. It's not even funny. I got so sick and tired of everybody else having ambient light rejection. So we started our own stuff called advanced ambient light rejection. And to prove that our product was better than everybody else, we bounced it off the ceiling at the 2600 lumens in a fully lit environment. That thing, the advanced ambient light rejection technology has so many videos on it, it's not even funny. That's us. Right there, it says advanced ambient light rejection screen paint that lasts at ambient light. I'm in a fully lit environment with two big boy fixed frame screens. That's me right there again. 1000 lumen text, only needed. Advanced ambient light rejection. There's me again. No expensive projectors required. Advanced ambient light rejection. There's me again. All the way back to a Phoenix 19. There's me again. There's me again. This is all me. So if that's fake, where is this fake? We can back our stuff up. We show up all over. We show up on Google everywhere. You don't got to put anything in, not even my company's name. Just put down advanced ambient light rejection, and boom, we pop up. Because we do tons of testing. I got to do demonstrations today. They want to see a demonstration with the lights on, with the screen being hit, and they want to see a demonstration with the lights out. They want us to do a short on it, back and forth. The guy wants to advertise some stuff for us. So again, where is yours at? But I've come in here and I put in range gain. Only our stuff comes up talking about how your stuff is not real. That's why I said that you can't just make stuff up. You can't be going in and just making stuff up out of nowhere. He doesn't even have gain range on this one. This one has approximate gain. You know what that approximate stands for? Gee whiz Louise. This one's has approximate gain. 2 gains. That doesn't really make any sense. And this one, this doesn't have gain range on it, but it says gain. And that's a gray screen. It literally has a gain higher than a bond mount that. I'm going to go pop over to a distributor that I do business with, and I'm going to direct them to your site. There's a big known distributor. I'm going to have them read through your stuff. I want you to check out the site. This guy's claiming to have a range gain on it. So you can go through your site and look through your stuff. He'll contact you and ask you to explain this. I see you've been in the site because the range is missing. Look at this. See the range is missing now? It's missing. So again, not going to help you. And I'll tell you why. Now, if you don't have gain range in there, it means you're admitting that I was right when I sat there and said that it's non-existing. Non-existing. But you're still in trouble, and I'll tell you why. Your gain here is a 0.80. You know how high a 0.80 gain is? And again, it doesn't sound right because now this is basically meant to talk about two gains and you have over one. So now you have this approximate gain. There's a hyphen there. 0.80 can vary slightly based upon application technique, which means that when the person it in, they don't even know if they have it or not because they have to use some kind of special application technique in order to achieve the 0.80. So what application would that be? You're still in hot water. So if I'm painting in the screen, you're saying that I have to paint it a certain way to get that gain. I'm going to question you and ask you what application technique is required to achieve that gain. Am I doing it right? Since there's no instructions there, you're still going to have to prove it. So I see right there, range is missing. Actually, range is missing from there. Let's see if it's on the other two. So we have it here. No, we have gain range here. So he had removed it on two of them and left it on the other one. You're still in hot water, buddy. This is gain range. Again, two gains. And the other one he has one gain there. And he has the gain to the screen. But the problem is the gain is non-existing, which is not real. And the other problem you have is you're telling people in the day that they have to use some kind of technique to achieve that gain, which again, you don't even know how to achieve it. So you're still going to have to prove it. So we have here 0.85 to 0.80. That is unreal. Definitely unreal. So I'm going to I got a couple of big boy companies. I'm going to have them go through your site, read through your site, contact you, and ask you, what is this? And if you can explain this to them. Because look, let me explain something to you. If I went in and asked you the question, and I'm not the only one asking questions. There have been other people who have been to a site. A lot of people have been to a site asking questions about, is this real? If we were just going to go by what I just said, I just sat there and said, your stuff doesn't exist. It's not real. So what they're going to do, they're going to go and they're going to ask you. Why ask me? Go to the horse's mouth and ask for it. So they're going to go directly to you. There's no 800 number here, as we can see in your contacts. We have found your email. Actually, matter of fact, we sent you an email. I sent you an email and a contact your message board. Everybody saw what I wrote in. So you can't say, hey, he was cursing me out. He sent me any threats. No, that's not so. I have everything documented and recorded on what we talked to you about and asked you about. So we didn't receive anything from you. Contact information. This is all we have in contact information. There's no phone numbers there. There's no email there. There's just basically you would have to go to Facebook to get the email. That doesn't even make any sense. That's kind of like you're hiding. Why don't you have an email here? But you have a message board. Message board could go to nowhere. All we get is a thank you, and it tells us that the message was sent. Well, we sent, I think, three to the message board and one through email and received nothing in return. I'm not going to bother sending you another one. You know why? Because I already filed. I'm in the process of, I filed some documents that had to be done, and I'm in the process of filing the rest of the documents. I'm done. I can show the courts clearly that we did reach out to your company, that we noticed this a year ago, probably more longer than that, and asking you to remove this because it's consumer fraud. If you can't back it up, I got a video documenting dating that timestamp in 2023. We came back in 2024. You still continue to sell this stuff. Request multiple times, asked you to back us up and prove this. We got nothing in return. Went and contacted your company through message board 3 times, went to Facebook, got your email address from there and contacted you again, received nothing again. So we can clearly show we did make the effort to reach out to you to give you plenty of time to back this up, and you did not. And then even coming back in and still seeing the nonsense still there. So now Mr. Rogers is going to have to pop up in front of a panel, and he's going to have to explain what this is and if it's real or not. And if he can't basically prove it's real, he's looking at maybe some jail time that could pop up, but he's looking at some very serious fines. It's going to cost him a lot of money. This is why you don't make stuff up. What are you going to do? Go on YouTube and rant and scream and carry on until, oh, he's wrong, he's this, that, and the other? Really? It's right there. That's what I understand, you guys, at the end of the day. You get on camera and you get cold busted right on camera in front of everybody, doing dirty stuff, and then get on camera and rant and carry on and say, oh, he's wrong, he's this, that, and the other. That's not true. It's right there. If it's not true, then you would have dozens and dozens of demonstrations on black versus black. Sorry, gray versus gray, wouldn't you not? We do them all the time. We do them for fun. So the fact that we do them and we're actually right now on the Crystal Witch site, I'm literally building a page for our black versus black demonstrations because we have literally so many of them just to have them all on one page. How come you guys aren't doing this? Because you haven't done the test at all, period. You haven't done any testing. So, you know, it is what it is. Just lie right there on camera. Just lie. Don't worry. We'll be in front of the courtroom pretty soon, so you can't lie in there. Go ahead and lie when you're under oath. So put your hand on that Bible and swear under oath and lie in there and see what happens. Because if I find, I want to know you lied. I got all the evidence right there. And if we find out, you know how much, you get jail time for that. So you're going to have to tell the truth. You're finally going to have to come clean. All the lies that you've been telling down through time, I'm pretty sure you've been telling a lot of lies through time. You've been doing this stuff on YouTube for everybody to see. God knows what you're doing in your real life. This is life catching up with you. So you're going to have to tell the truth. Okay. The difference in that is online, if you had did what we asked you to do and just removed it, then that would have been the end of it right there. Right, you just took it to your grave, right? Like the guy went down with the Titanic. He didn't have to go through all that at the end of the day. Okay, so you said something that wasn't true, you know, better than that. You know, why would you take your life on that? But he couldn't come back. Too much shame. So, you know, he self-destructed. All right. Let me see. So you can see this is all you can contact to reach out to him. That's basically about it. That's what we use to contact him. I was talking to a friend of mine to say he's an attorney. He's advising me. We're doing YouTube videos. He may not see the YouTube videos. You can go in court and say, I've never saw them, so and so and so. I got them blocked. I don't get any of these feeds. You can say a number of things. So what you need to do is contact him. And that's what I did. I contacted you directly. So we got him back. And if you could do it, I would have asked I asked you, could you post 2 videos to your website? This is your home page right here. Asking you to post 2 videos to your website, explaining the range game. There's nothing there. Of all places, you would have it directly on your home page, wouldn't you? Nothing there. Everybody else checked. They wanted to look too, because that's what we requested. From to put it on the website so everybody can know where the website's at. That way you're not looking through dozens and dozens of YouTube videos. It could be buried in there somewhere. So it's just right directly to the website, right to the front page. That's what I requested. Okay, let me see. And then they're going to ask you how much of this stuff you've sold. Because then they're going to tally up how much money you're going to have to get back. But if you tell them you don't sell anything, that's going to basically suck. I mean, be in the courtroom and hearing you saying you didn't sell nothing. I didn't sell anything, so and so and so. That's still not going to basically save your goat at the end of the day. The fact that you had it up there, the fact that you had a shopping cart, the fact that it was up there for any consumer to easily fall into and make a purchase on something that was non-existing, that's going to get them in trouble. All right, let me see from here, because I only got an hour on this, and I got something I got to do. And it's cleaning my PC. I got set into one video, one did it with a short, and I got some other stuff I'm working on. So let me get this. I got updating, a lot of updating to do on my website. We got stuff coming up in 2025, and I got to get everything ready. The theater on the go. We got to get on the screens in there, get that done, and get that on display. Got the aluminum technology. Got to get that done. So we got a lot of stuff to do. Let me see. Let's go over to his YouTube channel, see if we can find this stuff. This would be us. This is our stuff. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I would love for you in court to sit there and say, well, his stuff is non-existing. Oh, my advanced like rejection is non-existing. You know, courtrooms have big screens. They pull stuff up, right? Yeah, let's see all my demonstrations pop up. FLE technologies non-existing. So basically, we stated that we can absorb sunlight would be false. No, we have those demonstrations too. I back everything up. So that wouldn't go well for you in court. They're gonna make you look. It's gonna embarrass you. Let me see. Let me get the previous products here. He didn't do any videos. What he did was, I'm gonna tell you what he did. There's no testing on the Goopy Goo. We know we did all. We did that. So we got canceled receipts from that stuff. But what he did was he didn't do anything at all. He didn't do any testing anywhere on the Goopy. We never saw anything on the Goopy. No testing on that stuff whatsoever. But even worse, with this stuff, he didn't even do any videos really at all. Majority of the videos that come up are on the old paint, not the new stuff. Because if you look at the dates are like from 3, 4, 5 years ago. So he really didn't do much at all, period. He just got on camera, talked a whole bunch of nonsense, didn't back anything up whatsoever, lied on specification sheets, made false products, and had two individuals, which is McAfee and Fernando, help him out in doing video demonstrations to further the lies. Keep in mind, gentlemen, because we filed criminal charges against, we filed a complaint against him for consumer fraud. You also, too, our names were also added on that list because we can clearly show videos of you doing demonstrations, clearly showing and talking about this product actually working when you know it didn't. We also sent in video documents showing you guys being in something called Crowcast, about 5 videos showing conversation back and forth. Keep in mind, gentlemen, as I said before, the first one we caught you in was in a live stream. The rest of them were basically documented. You didn't know they were being documented. Your accounts, we pulled the videos up, clearly show that you all three know each other so well that you know your family's history and information. Even so comfortable enough where Mr. Rogers explained medical procedures about his wife. So we know that you guys know each other quite well. See, I told you at the end of the day, I am not the person to mess with when it comes to court. When I walk into a courtroom, I make it so that we seal you into a mason jar. There's no out of that situation. Told you. We've been monitoring you. Ever since you guys been carrying out, I've been monitoring you. That people monitor you. Some days I don't have time to do it. I have other people I pay to monitor your accounts. Gather all the information. So if you ever get in court and you say they're sitting over there, we can show you do. This is why I warned you. All right, let me see where we go from here. Let me see. Now, like I said, the reason why we bring this to court, this is going to boost two things. It's going to basically shut you guys down altogether. We're going to use it as an example and ask the judge to clearly give you the maximum setting of whatever they can give you, a sentencing, because we need to have you use that as an example. So other people who basically may feel the need to follow your footsteps will see exactly your consequences. And that's the reason why we're asking for all maximum on everything. Jail time, lawsuits, whatever they can give you. We need the maximum amount of everything because it shows the stuff that you guys were doing, your activities. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be using those court records, those documents, and pushing my campaign for batch number verification. You're going to help me get this through. I'm going to take you to court and prosecute you. I got tons of evidence to get the job done, and I'm going to use those court documents to push my campaign on batch number verification and why this has to be done. You are helping my cause. And thank you so much for participating. I can get your court records easily. Anything that basically goes in that courtroom basically gets, I said basically twice, it becomes public domain. Everybody can read what's in it. So I'm going to use it. Because again, this is the reason why we need batch numbers. If we had batch numbers, this nonsense wouldn't even exist. But you know why? He couldn't do it. He couldn't get on there and lie about this. There's no way in the world. How would he be able to prove it? So if you can't prove it, and you have to have a batch number proving this does exist before you can even sell a product. If selling platforms made that so, how would he be able to make this up? He can't. which means he would have to make a real product. It had to be legit. And what does that do? That keeps the consumer from getting ripped off. That's why we need batch numbers. And these guys, by their actions, gives us an amazing, strong platform on why this batch number guarantee policy needs to exist. We've had several individuals that we literally had to take to court, sue them. Some of them even get jail time. Some committed federal fraud charges. Serious cases. These are very, very serious cases. So this will give me the ability to be able to show this evidence on why we need to have this. All right. Let's get this range. I only got an hour for this. Let's grab this right here. That's the application. I need to go in here and get one of these. Let me grab this one right here. Let's see. This has crazy gain attached to it. I'm going to grab this right here. I'm going to go pop over to our search engine here. Top. Put this up here. And let's see. Make sure it knows exactly where it's going. Range gain 0.85. And keep in mind the copyright symbols are fake. We already looked this up. We went in and checked to see if there's copyrights here. They're fake. Copyrights at the bottom of the page claiming his company. They're also too fake. Also too, again, you have on your screen claiming to have a 0.85, 0.80 to 0.85. Yeah, insanely high gain, and your environment's just dark. That wouldn't even be a requirement. Again, no. Sorry, buddy. And those are old videos, by the way. Definitely old environments, old videos, extremely environment. Okay. All right, let's go find this again. Let's go do another search. I'll put his company right here. His premium paints right there. Let's see if we can find this gain system. See what the engine says. It looks like there aren't many great matches for your search. You're a liar, man. You're a liar. We caught you. We definitely caught you. Red-handed, we caught you. Red-handed. No one can say I didn't do my research. I was very thorough about my research. Very thorough. We can show the judge that not only did I go to your YouTube channel, I've been to your Facebook page. I have gone through your archives. We found nothing. The only thing we found were videos that were about 5 and 6 years old, and that was the older stuff. And that stuff wasn't even tested correctly. You're just making it up, man. You're coming online, you're just making it up. Well, Mr. Rogers, this is going to cost you a great deal of money, and it may cost you your freedom in the process. This is a very serious charge, extremely serious charge. You made a fake website. You have fake products on your website. None of that stuff is tested. Not only that, we're going to be showing the judge also, too, that Homeland Security is going to be involved because, again, you are making false claims that your product is something that's not made over the counter. These are raw elements you're claiming that you're making, you're mixing something together. And we can show in 2 attempts, not 2 attempts, actually showing that Fernando received a package from you, and so did McAfee receive a package from you on a chemical that basically you claim that you've made wasn't over the counter. Which you have no degree in chemistry, you have no licensing, you have no zoning to be making anything like that. And they got to be brought in on questioning too. They received those packages, and it shows that those packages were transferred through the United States Postal Service with a chemical that basically, possibly, was extremely unstable. Now, if you're going to tell me it's stable, if you're going to tell the panel it's stable, how is it stable? What makes you think it's stable? And then you're going to have to break down and tell the truth. You're going to have to tell them that it is over the counter. It's over the counter. This is definitely over the counter. Then they're going to ask, why would you make the statement that it's not over the counter? Why would you make that statement? Do you have any, and you're going to start checking your credentials, or do you have any background in chemistry or anything whatsoever, any license, anything that would have you make this statement? You're going to be fined. You're going to find the daylights out of you for it. Again, don't make that you're a liar. You lie a lot, man. You do lie a lot. Can't find anything on it. Look at this. This is what's coming up. See how because it's not existing, it doesn't exist. Air Force is up here. He's not up here. Let me put down one of your products right there. Can't find nothing on it. But yeah, you type in, you gotta type in my company's name. Just put in just abbreviation for simple abbreviation. This is all I gotta put in. See right here? I ain't gotta put any product in. My home page pops up. All our demonstrations, they all pop up. That's all me. Nothing to do with you. All me. Because we test our stuff. That's why. Game doesn't exist. It's not real. The other one doesn't know what he's doing either. You don't know anything. He doesn't know anything about game. He doesn't know anything about dark technology. There's nothing at all. His own Frankenstein mix, which he claimed, again, to me in trouble for that one. His own Frankenstein and UV mix, which he claimed to be his darker mixes. They're not even ambient light rejection. How's that even possible? Everybody knows darker screens are ambient light rejection technology. They absorb. Got it written on a container. I told you, when you do stuff like that, that's back to bite you in the face for years to come. And for years to come, that is going to come back to bite you in the face. For the people who own the right to trademarks to Frankenstein, they're going to be happy to see all the receipts that we received from you showing that clear you were selling this product without basically notifying them and paying them any royalties. And clearly we received a container with your name on it, timestamp with the date, and my name on it. Clearly showing extremely strong evidence. And even worse, the receipts have your face on it. That also involves postal fraud charges, which I have to make a phone call today about that and see where we're at in that case. Ugh, non-existent games. Even making stuff up as they go along. Gee whiz Louise. Look at this. When they bring this up, they come up in the search. Black Series Edition LLC Crystal Wave Technology screens. Yeah, we have literally done so many demonstrations of ambient light projection technology. It is not even funny how far we go back. We flood the internet with that technology. And I can't find one thing on you. Nothing. The search engine denied you. That's what happened. The search engine denied. Man, you click on that, our companies pop up. I've literally did so many videos on this. It's unbelievable. We literally do so many ambient light projection demonstrations that it's rare you may see one with the lights out because we don't require it. But I started doing lights out because I wanted to show people at the end of the day that even with the lights out, our technology is amazing. The screen doesn't even match. Nothing matches our stuff in the dark. Nothing. Lights on, still nothing can match our stuff. So our stuff backs itself up. Okay, let's go over here and let's find this on his YouTube channel. See if we can find any videos on this stuff. Let's just go find these videos here. Click on here. Let's go over here. All right. Go to his channel. Let's go dig it up. PSP, I'm for that. Again, why are you all you guys in the dark? Seriously, why are you doing that in a dark environment? But that's supposed to have this extremely high gain on it, but yet the whole video's in the dark. Let's see, I want to bring up the range gain. And that's why he's angry. That's why he's mad. We've got a fake. I've actually got the documents you sent to me on a fake cease and desist. The lawyer doesn't exist, so that's going to be brought up on court against you too. Also, that you've been sending my company fake documents on attorneys. So it's the other one. We got a recording of a guy claiming to be an attorney. So now he's going to be involved in that mess too because he's faking to be an attorney. You get in a lot of trouble for that, man. That's a serious charge. And you guys don't think. I don't know what goes on in your brains that you think that maybe something's telling you you're going to get away with this. You don't get away with anything. So everything you're saying right now, everything you're speaking out of your mouth, Danny, right now, anything you say on camera, now people see you as a liar. Because they're going to your site and they're looking for a range gain. They can't find it. The fact that you're not responding back means that everything you just said out of your mouth is now looked at as a lie. You got to back this stuff up. You better hurry up, man. You're going to be getting some documents really soon that you know that your website's under investigation. And we can show that basically you try to go in and try to fake it, try to remove it. First things first, no company on the face of the planet, if they are telling the truth on their product, is going to kind of try to delete their page and make it look like it came back. That shows a sign of guilt. Because they're going to ask you in court, why did you remove the page? Because it clearly shows you get a 503 error popped up, and all of a sudden your page popped back up again. Why did you remove it? You're going to have to tell them. You might not want to tell here, you might not explain here, but you're going to have to explain in that courtroom. This is not going anywhere, Mr. Rogers. This is not going to go anywhere. We're going to follow all the way through. All the way through. We're going to follow it through. So we looked up your gain range, right? And this is for your new stuff you have here. Right? We've done this before. We took your numbers, and this is what your YouTube channel brought up. This channel has no content that matches Partay's, and it stays exactly what we look for. Doesn't exist. So, mind you, customers do this. Not just us, customers do this. They go back to your YouTube channel, they try to find it there. They go to your Facebook, they try to find it there. They see if you have Instagram, they'll find it there. They go through a different thing, they can't find it. No one can find it. So that means you lied. That's what all it comes down to. When people can't find something that you're stating, that you claim that it's actually happened, like say, hey, I went out in the middle of the lake and I caught this giant fish the size of a school bus. And of course, they're going to definitely call you a liar from the door, because what would a fish that big be doing in a lake somewhere? But again, you'd have to show proof on this. You have to have some pictures, some videos, something of this giant fish you caught. Other than that, they're just going to label you as a liar. And something like this is bigger than a lake. This is ocean. You would have to explain this theory actually existing, and you can't do that. Because it's fake. It's not real. So pretty much everything you say out of your mouth right now is just a lie. When you get to court, you're going to have to explain this to the panel. Now keep in mind, as I said before, and there you can't lie, you can't run, you can't hide, you can't ignore anything. It's going to be you in that courtroom with those panels of judges, and you're going to have to sit there and you're going to have to explain what this stuff is and why you decided to sell it on a website with an open shopping cart that potentially could rip consumers off. All right, that's basically about it for me. As you can see, non-existing. And you can do the research yourself. Go right up to the website right here and go look through it at Range Gain. You can go to your form sites, redirect this website at form sites. If you feel that you need a more professional opinion, you go to AVS Forms, any one of those places, go in there and say, hey, look, there's a website here. I want you to ask me, let me know, tell me your honest opinion. Are these gains actually real? Is there something as a gain range? Now, keep in mind what he's suggesting, that the same paint, nothing different, just the same paint. If you paint this in a different direction, you're going to be able to achieve another gain at that caliber, at that. Freddie, you're looking at very serious charges, man. Let me just recap and just remind you what's going to happen in that courtroom if you're found guilty on this. How much jail time can a company receive for consumer fraud? It's a very serious charge. And keep in mind, you're not a young man. So any time it's given to you, that's time that you can't get back. So fines and penalties for consumer fraud in 2024. If convicted, you can receive up to 20 years in prison if you can't back up your claim on what you just stated. It's a very serious charge. It also too involves identity theft, which means at the end of the day, Mr. McAfee, you basically stole the identity of a company's name and used it to commit multiple post office mail frauds. That's a very serious charge. Where's my other cell phone at? I have to make that phone call too, make another appointment with them to meet up with them to basically get that one too, and bring all your evidence up and get that ready to go. Oh, Mr. Williams too. Get you guys all tidied up, ready to go. All right? And of course, we expect the crying and whining, and we expect all that at the end of the day. But, you know, again, you guys were given plenty of chances. We were given plenty of opportunities. You didn't take any of them at all, period. I know we're past time here. You didn't take anything. So you continue on to rip people off, carry on the line, whatever. Time has caught with you. Now it's time to pay the piper. So, get everything ready. Pretty soon these court cases are going to be coming in front of a judge, and there's going to be orders for you basically to be either arrested or basically be summoned for court. And you're just going to have to go from there. All the lies, and that pretty you've been doing this for a long time. I think you've been doing this more than just on YouTube. I think you've been doing it through your whole life. Because if you have the same kind of energy here we're seeing on these websites and the things you're doing on your YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure you have the same energy every place else. That's how life is. Life has a way of catching up to you, and yours has caught up to you. So in front of a judge, and you're going to have to face the music. It is going to be a learning experience that you will never forget. I'll give you that much right there. All right. Let me see. I have to go over and get some documents because, Mr. Fernando, I am bringing you to court, in federal court, for the copyrights. I've decided to go forward on it. You need to learn a lesson. You do. Because you can't learn. You know, you can't. And mind you, once we step into federal court, you are looking at extremely serious jail time. So you know this is going to happen now. I want to let you know that I've decided I'm going to go with this 100%. So I'll be bringing you in for for copyright infringements on both my companies. We clearly have enough evidence to prosecute. So you'll be going to court for that. You got the opportunity to live a good life, and got the opportunity to do things right. Everybody knows the difference between right and wrong. We all have mentally deranged and psychotic. You don't know the difference between the two. Then that way you really don't need to be around society or anybody else, not even yourself. You need to be locked away. Put into some kind of psychiatric evaluation ward. So basically they come to you and help get you some help. Other than that, you know what you're doing. So it's time to get this finished up and tidied up. I can move on to 2025, get things I have to get done, and you guys can be situated and taken care of. All right. Just want to put that out there. I want to do a follow back on this, showing you that, no, we didn't receive any emails. We got nothing from him at all. If anything would have came up, it would have came up. I got customers that come here. It would have came up in junk because he's actually transferred already to our junk mail because the way he acts up. We got several fake crease and desist orders from him and some other weird stuff he was sending over. So he just goes straight to junk mail. Let me see what we got going on here. It's my junk mail over here. So these are my junk mail. Pop up. He's nowhere to be found. Mine, this is one we got here, I think, today. That's basically about it. But no, it's nothing there at all, period. I get these all the time. Business investments. Oh, yeah, right. Ain't nobody going there. Nope. And that's somebody ranting and screaming. That's Davis 5 or whatever, ranting and screaming. Your stuff goes to junk mail. We never see this stuff. All this stuff goes right to junk. So you sit there frantically typing on your computer, setting something over. he's gonna read this. That's what I can't understand. I gotta ask that in court. We get to court because some of you go into court for the cyber attacks that you've been doing on my company for all the multiple emails. Mine, it's a 10-year prison sentence if you get guilty of that. But we got your emails and your stuff been traced right back to you, so we're good on that one too. Those charges also. But keep in mind, as I said before, really, what did you think was going to happen? You're sending all these emails over, or you're sending emails to me with all these curse words in our text messages. Again, text messages, all that stuff used against you in court. What do you think we're supposed to do? That's what I'm curious. Like, were we supposed to go, oh my goodness, we got this text message, we should shut down the business? I think that's what went on your mind. I think some weird fantasy popped up in your head. You think, okay, we're going to send this over, and this is what's going to happen to him. No. Why in the world would you? Again, that's what I said. You're not grown. Think about it, Joe. Let's put it this way. All the time that you spent doing this dumb nonsense, you have literally put time into something that you cannot get back. And the outcome of it all, it's going to take time from you that you don't have and you can't afford to spare. Do you see how bad this happens? It's not how bad this is. It is bad. But you see the twist in all of this. I told you, the devil's a time waster. That's his job. He's a professional time waster. He made you believe that whatever you're going to send to us was going to hurt my company. And he didn't do anything at all, period, because we serve God. God's stronger than the devil, just in case you don't know that. And he had you waste all this time doing all this dumb nonsense. Again, you can never get that time back. It's gone, it's gone. Where you're going to go to court for this dumb stuff, and he's going to take time from you that you can't afford to give, but you will. Do you see the mess? How he messed you up so badly? Me coming on here and doing this demonstration, it's not a time waster for me. Because this just shows and outs you even more that you lied, Danny, and on your videos about this whole range gain and where things you made up was nothing but a complete lie. This is evidence on this video that I can literally use against you in court. That does not waste time for me. It just allows me to sue you for more money. Because I can prove this. All right, then that's basically about it. Okay, I got work to do. Just wanted to come back in and basically prove that, yes, we contacted him because they're going to ask us what was the results. We got nothing back. We didn't receive anything back. My junk mail has nothing in it at all, period, from him. Not a thing. Nothing. And we sent him the junk mail because at one point he just sent us messages with some weird stuff on it, and we're just putting it in junk. That's pretty much it. But nothing came from you. Not a thing. Okay, well, with that being said, and mind you, my junk mail deletes every 30 days, so it would still be in here. I contacted you last month, and in the middle of next month, so yeah, there's been plenty of time. So the fact that you never contacted me back, the fact that you never reached out, and I sat there and sent the messages over, everybody saw what I wrote over, I asked you to post them to the website. There's nothing on your YouTube channel on this range gain nonsense. There's nothing on your website about this nonsense. You go and you click on that little link that's supposed to send you over to show you how to paint it. There's nothing there, and you have not explained anything about it at all, period, which means you have lied. And because it has a shopping cart on it and potential to have people go in and buy something that you can't back up, it's considered to be fraud and a scam. A fake. That's what it is. And this makes you a 100% liar. I'm going to have it on court document soon showing that when we take you to court, that not only were you not able to provide the information to show that this actually does exist, but you lost that case with a lawsuit and some jail time. And I'm going to use that to basically push my batch number verification on why we need to have this in place. You're going to help my campaign. That's what you're going to do. It's interesting how everything has a purpose in life. It does. It was a purpose for them to bump into us. It was a purpose for them to do what they did. Everything has a purpose in life. You could have been doing this nonsense for years for other people. Who knows how many people you could have hurt with your lies at the end of the day. And pretty much sure if you probably hurt somebody along the way, they might have prayed about it and said, you know what? I'm going to put this in God's hands. I'm not saying I never would ever say it in a million years, but it's interesting how things happen, and you just happen to bump into me. And you did that nonsense to me, lying and carrying on and doing the stuff that you did. But I'm a different person at the end of the day. I'm the kind of person that would drag into a courtroom and sue the daylights out of you for doing dumb stuff around me. And that's what you bumped into. You bumped into what we call the wrong one. Hello, that's me. I'm the kind of person that you can threaten and say all this stuff to and whatever. I'm not going to back down. You can threaten my life at the end of the day. That don't mean jack to me at the end of the day. Because I know I'm protected by God. I'm going to push forward through. So again, you got the wrong one. I'm the one that's going to take you to court. I'm the one that's going to sue you. I'm the one that's going to see you behind bars. I'm the one that's going to take all the documents and all the information I need to push this range gain to get it through. And I'm going to use you guys to get it done. Because you did exactly why we said a range gain, or not range, sorry, range gain, I'll probably take that back. We said exactly why batch number verification needs to exist. You guys are perfect for this. Perfect. As Taco would say, perfect. You're perfect for this. We go to any court and says, why does this have to exist? We literally had to take someone to court just because of this nonsense. Literally, we're going in just lying all over specifications. They can't back things up. We had the documents right from the court. They lost right here, showing. There you go. That's all we need. Evidence of proof why this document has to come into play. So I can post your documents, your court documents, anywhere I want. And I'm going to do that. When we when we set up our booths, we're going to have pamphlets on batch number verification, on why it's very important. I'm setting something up on the site on Crystal Edge, because it's going to be an information site also too with the new starter kits we're going to have on there. We're going to be talking about batch number verifications and pages on it, information, and you guys are going to be a part of that. And what you're going to do, get a lawyer and sue me and say, hey, he has no right to do it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because that's the same evidence going to use to prosecute you in a court of law. So yes, I can. You're going to be used from here on in to the ending of time. You're going to be used as reason why you're going to become the #1 advertising poster child for batch number verification. That's what you're going to become. And where are they at right now? Oh, they're in jail. They're sued or in jail, one or the other. I find it interesting that the one person that's supposed to be the scammer and the ripoff artist is the one that's pushing the hardest for tougher rules, so you would have to show your product is tested. And the ones that are fighting us the hardest because they don't want it are the ones that are basically claiming that they don't rip people off, but they do. So you're going to help my campaign. And I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get a batch number verification. Hopefully we can get it to a point where Amazon won't touch you, or any other place won't touch you unless you can show your product works. And this will cut down on all this nonsense. And I think the same thing should be applied for those knockoff projectors. If somebody had nipped this nonsense in the butt, because right now it's just these two doing this dirty stuff. Everybody else is not doing it. But you still need to back your stuff up. But again, if someone had nipped this in the butt before they first started launching those knockoff, cheap, crappy projectors, it'd have been much easier for consumers to shop to buy a projector. You got people who come on and don't know much about projectors. They're just learning for the first time. Thank God when I started off, these things weren't. We had some of them around, but those were actually ones that actually worked. The 747 Galaxy, whatever it was a projector they had actually at that particular time. People were pairing them with the PS3. That shows how far back they were. But anyway, they actually worked. But now these ones coming out, they're actually trash. And there's so many of them. And I told you from the door, I said, look, man, it's going to get to a point where they're going to come up with their own projection screen. They're going to charge you all this money. And what happened? They come with their own projection screen, charge you all this money for a gray projection screen with a projector with a 3,000 to 1 contrast. That is old, man. That's really old. So again, as I said before, if someone had, companies had projection screen, projector companies had rose up and took these companies to court like Epson did, you wouldn't have this nonsense. They would think twice. Because somehow, some way, they're getting through. And for people to sit there and say, oh, but they come from China. No, they don't all come from China. Because I bought projectors that were right here stated in the United States. I bought them from Florida and I bought them from California. I even got one over from Texas. There were companies based here in the United States. If I got it from over in China, it would take forever to get that projector over here. Maybe the parts could be manufactured, but mostly everything else is manufactured overseas anyway. But the company itself was based here in the United States. All right then. That being said, if they had more tougher rules and restrictions on this, you wouldn't have all these knockoff projectors, and I wouldn't have to tell customers at the end of the day, hey, I'm sorry, we can't help you, we can't support you because your projector is not under our guidelines. That's why. All right, people, I got some videos to do, and I got to do a little short to do lights on, lights off. That's what I got right here set up already. We got right there for that setup, and then right here for lights off, and over here we got for lights on. So I need to do 2 of these, splice them together, send them over to a friend, and he wants to do some. He's going to hook it up. He's going to make a commercial out of it, and he's going to basically start advertising for my company on that level. So I got much to do. Just wanted to just recap on this so you can see exactly. No, we never received any email from Danny. Not a thing at all whatsoever. It just gone silent. Mind, we sent multiple. We sent 1 email out to him because I don't want to be sending them mail over and over again because that's harassment. But we did send them over a fair amount. We sent them 3 over on the messaging board and 1 over through email, and we haven't received anything from him. Other people have contacted me about this guy. They've sent messages over. They've received nothing. So I'm just showing you what we are getting. Everybody else is also getting the same thing. So I told you before, his product is a lie. It's a fake. All right, thank you for your time, and God